negotiate your salary. Negotiate, 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 negotiate. My channel. My name is Patty, and by the title you already know what this video is going to be about. All things about the DMV and things I wish I knew before I moved here. I moved up to the DMV from Richmond, Virginia, not far away at all, in 2015. So it's been a good little minute. I've been here for a while and I have learned so much. So we're gonna jump into it with number one, y'all. It's the cost of living. So if you are from like New York, LA, then you like, well, girl, what you talk about? These prices are the prices that we're used to. If you are from a small town, then you are in for a rude awakening. It is expensive, okay? Apartments, renting, buying houses, it costs a grip here. It costs a lot of money, and that was something that I honestly was not prepared for. When I first moved up here, I was working at TSA at Dulles. Y'all, we're not even gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it, but just know that's not a job I will ever do again. But y'all, I was only making at that time $16 an hour. And that's good for certain places in this country, y'all. But in the DMV area, it ain't hitting on much. So of course, when I first moved here, I was staying with my aunt, who was gracious enough to allow me to stay with her. And then I moved into a basement apartment, which if you're not from this area, you're probably like, what? Y'all be renting basements up here? Listen, not everybody's making six figures here. Not everybody is making six figures. So you gotta live somehow, some way. And I think basement apartments, honestly, if you have a wonderful landlord, it's an amazing, amazing way. I stayed there with my sister, I think for about 4 years. Yeah, it was really nice, y'all. Like, that house was huge. The basement was fully furnished into 2 separate bedrooms. Our living room was huge. It had a full kitchen, bathroom. We didn't have to go upstairs for anything. We had our own entrance. And I will advise you the second thing that I wish I knew more about, y'all, is people are making it here by any means necessary, meaning that have roommates, they have different homes where you can rent rooms. And honestly, y'all, I think I was really pulled into all the glitz and the glamour of the DMV area. But if you really just want to stack some coins, you do not need to stay in a luxury building, y'all. You don't. At the end of the day, who cares? If you want financial security, get you a roommate and look into all these wonderful options. You can still have an amazing experience here. So, rolling into number 3, is there so much to do all the time. Coming from a super small city in comparison to the DMV area, you can live here your entire life, y'all, and never run out of new things to do, new restaurants to try. There's always amazing events going on. Social-wise, y'all, you will have an amazing time, an absolutely amazing time here. I have met so many wonderful people in this area who are going to be lifelong friends of mine. Like, I know I'm about to be moving next year, but y'all already know. Friends, I'm looking at y'all. We locked in for life. Okay? It's a wonderful, wonderful way to connect with people, which rolls into step number or tip number 4. Networking, okay? Y'all know how this saying goes. It's not what you know, but who you know. Listen, the way I got into my role and what I'm doing now is through friend that I met here. Friend of a friend, friend of a friend, networking. So one of the things I was kind of taken aback by when I first started going out here is when you meet people, everyone usually asks you what the commute is, how long it takes you to get to work, and then it's always, well, what do you do for a living, right? And at first, if you're not used to it, it can be a little off-putting, like, why you wouldn't know what I do? But once you realize that it's not what you know, but who you know, how you learn about different things, get your foot into different doors. Wonderful, wonderful place to network. This is an amazing area to grow into your career. You know, most of the people up here, including myself, support the government in some way. Plenty of government jobs for sure. It's so many different areas. It is amazing to grow in your career, y'all. 100%, 10 out of 10 recommend. I have met so many just remarkable business people here, not just outside of your 9-to-5s, entrepreneurship, y'all. I don't care if you're a hairdresser, you do nails, you have a clothing boutique, y'all. You can thrive in this area for sure. It's just so many people. And if you want a business suggestion, I would personally recommend opening up some hair stores in the Northern Virginia area, and you will make bank, okay? Because people in my area usually either have to travel all the way down to Woodbridge or go all the way to Maryland to find a decent hair store. Free tip. Another tip I would suggest, which I think we're at tip number 5, is make the experience your own. You can meet people here who say they hate it. You can meet people here who say they love it. At the end of the day, it is your experience and it is up to you to make it worth your while. You cannot say that you don't have opportunities to meet people. There are so many Facebook groups. I'll list them down below actually. DMV doers, DMV ladies, and they just talk about all these different places and events. If you feel like you can't make friends here or meet people, then you are in your own way. I said what I said. You're in your own way. Number 6 is I wish I knew how diverse the DMV was prior to moving here, y'all. It is so amazing to be able to make friends with all different ethnic backgrounds. It is amazing. You meet people from all over. And when it comes to building friendships, y'all, meeting people who have different backgrounds from you, learning from them, you guys learning from each other, it is amazing. I love how diverse it is here. All right, so let's go into, we're either at 6 or 7. I'm gonna have the numbers listed down below. Dating. I know y'all want to know, what is it like? What is it like? How is it? I'm going to say this, make your own experience. Make your own experience, but just know it's a lot of women here. A lot more women than men, especially black women to black men. For sure. It's way more of us. And the last tip that I am going to recommend to you guys is to make this experience your own. I know I threw out there some of the things that I wish I knew prior to living here. I didn't even talk about the traffic. The traffic, y'all. The traffic. Again, if you are from like New York or LA, Atlanta, you like, child, this ain't nothing to me. If you are from a small town, you gotta get used to it. I think one of the biggest reasons most of us love teleworking so much is we don't gotta sit in traffic 40 minutes to an hour. Some people commuting for 2 hours just to go 10 miles. Like, the traffic. And because we live in the DC area, y'all already know it's marathons, it's festivals, it's different events. So the traffic is traffic. You start to have to learn how to factor it into your time. I don't care if the GPS tell you that, oh, it's gonna take you 20 minutes. Prepare for it to take you 45 to an hour. The GPS will lie to you. You will get in your car and start driving, and that time keep backing up. It can be incredibly frustrating, y'all. So a lot of people here have to choose between, do I want cheaper rent do I want a shorter commute? The further you are from the city, the cheaper rent is. Let me tell you something. If I had a kid, there is no way I would be living where I'm living. At all. I would 100% be in Woodbridge or way out in Maryland or out like the Reston, Tysons. I would be out there. I am currently living closer to DC, which the rent. And it goes up every year. I don't know if it's like that everywhere in the US, but it does go up. Inflation. It is honestly up to you if you have a great experience here or a bad experience. Sometimes we are our worst enemy, and sometimes we are in our own way. Make the experience your own. It's wonderful. You can always move back to wherever you came from. You can always move to somewhere different, which is what I'm planning to do. But y'all, live here. It is amazing for your career, y'all. It is crazy that when I first moved here, I was only making $16 an hour. And to be able to, I'm not gonna tell y'all how much I make because listen, that's not your business. But know that I am thriving in my career, and it did not take a long time for me to see such an increase. Make it your own, y'all. Make it your own. And the last thing I'm gonna say is negotiate your salary. Negotiate. The worst they can say is no, but negotiate. Know your worth. Period. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in another video. Bye.